came on a mission. It's capture or kill. And we don't capture. Unleash the guns. Love, hit, talk, and down Cowboy football. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3, win.
What's good, people? It's your boy, Mr. Rome, Cowboys fan talk. Right back like I never left. What's up with y'all, man? How y'all feeling? Look, we midweek, almost to this Sunday. Look, we heading in the right direction. I know we all still riding high, feeling good about that 40-0 win, but it's time to start focusing on the Jets, man. And one of the things I wanted to put out there today, like I don't usually ask you guys to do much, but I wanted to ask y'all, let's do some homework today. Let's do some homework if you don't mind. My homework's a little bit different than everybody else's. You know me, I like to do things a little bit different. And I just want you to pay attention to tell me if I'm wrong in the comments. I promise I'll go and try to check them out. The passion of this team just seems different. Now, I know every Sunday, every game, players seem passionate. So you got to look for the nuance. You got to look for the difference, the confidence difference, the focus difference. I put that clip in the beginning of the video because, and shout out to the Cowboys, the Sounds of the Sideline, for getting that. Because I feel like it's just different. I don't know what it is to me. It's just, I've seen Dak give speeches. I've seen Dak yell. It's the tone. It's what he said. I don't know. I just felt it different. You can just feel when something is different. So I'll put the link in the description. Go check out the Sounds of the Sideline. Watch the entire Sounds of the Sideline. Watch our team be locked in. Not just Dak, Micah, D-Law, everyone. Like, we a problem. We are a problem. But let's talk about this offense, man. Let's talk about, first of all, let's get the small things out of the way. We'll talk about how the Cowboys offense is evolving in a second. Let's just talk about Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks got a knee injury, and it's unspecified exactly what the injury is, but Mike McCarthy spoke on it today, said he's okay, he should be fine. Yeah, they said if today we were to practice, that Brandon wouldn't have practiced. And that's just a little tidbit to say. They said that he tweaked it during the game and he just played through it. So that's a good thing. You can't play through something that's super, super bad. So it's good to know that it's not a crazy injury, like he ain't tearing nothing, knock on wood, or nothing like that. It's just, probably some knee soreness. I mean, it happens. It's football. Everyone's aching. He's a veteran, been in the league like 9 years. Sometimes you just get days off. I'm hoping that he could just rest up and be ready. But when you first hear the news, you get a little bit nervous, like, hold on, what's going on? And then you start thinking, well, what we going to do? Immediately go to, well, Jalen Tolbert is ready. Like last year, when we needed Jalen Tolbert to be ready, he just wasn't. Let's just call a spade a spade. Oh, and this ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Y'all like my new jacket? Yeah, I like this jacket. It's got a retro feel. Like, I like this jacket. I might rock this Sunday. I don't know. I'm going to have to take this to somebody's state. This jacket is all right. I like it. It's light, but it's heavy, though. But Jalen Tolbert is ready. Jalen Tolbert is ready. I think, last year, Kellen Moore's system and everything like that really just had him in his head. He couldn't use his full physical ability because he's thinking too much off the line. Everything I saw from Jalen Tolbert this offseason showed me he was ready. Right up until those preseason games where I saw him be dominant. Now, you can say that's just preseason. Say what you want, because we don't need Jalen Tolbert to be receiver 1 or receiver 2. Everything bumps up. Jalen Tolbert's our wide receiver 4 right now. Right? In a new system. I think Tolbert will be fine. I think Gallup can take more responsibilities. We seen CeeDee Lamb last year with almost no help be able to be dominant. So you still got to pay attention to our number 1 and number 2 receivers. I think that, first of all, lack of rain will help. But I think Tolbert just getting in there and getting his feet wet will be a help. I think even if Cooks plays, I think we're going to work Tolbert into this game plan just so we don't push Cooks and make sure that he can get healthy over time. So maybe they'll split time a little bit. Maybe Tolbert will work in And that's the luxury of having wide receiver depth, which we do now because last year we did it. So I'm appreciative of that, and like I said, I feel like Jalen Tolbert is completely ready. I have no doubt in that. I also wanted to touch on this Cowboys offense seems to be evolving. I know it's like, well, how did you get that from that game, man? We mostly ran. First of all, let's get this out of the way. The Cowboys had a successful offensive day. We scored 3 offensive touchdowns. I'm not sure why running touchdowns don't matter. Oh, I know why. Because Dak Prescott's the quarterback. Any other game, that would have been a dominant offensive performance. You went out there, you ran the ball, and scored it 3 times on the ground. 21 points. That's a great offensive day for most teams. You get a special team score, a defensive score, and you're like, oh, and then you get some field goals. That's how you can add to 40. Right? Does that make sense? You know? But, because Dak Prescott didn't throw a touchdown, it was a bad offensive day. The Cowboys offense is struggling. No, Dak was picking his spots. Dak is going to play smart this year. I feel like Dak understands that he has a full-fledged Ferrari. He is not going to crash it, not paying attention. And if you're smart enough to know, it's like on a basketball team when you're running point. If you're a scorer and you the point, but your shooting guard on fire, feed him. Dak didn't feed just a player. He fed the other side of the ball. I'm going to make sure I don't put us in any bad predicaments. You guys keep dominating. You two special teams. I'm going to get out y'all way. That's smart. I can appreciate it. Now you'll say, but you said Dak is going to go off this year. I got Dak going off this Sunday. I feel like the Jets are going to be desperate. I feel like Zach Wilson's going to try and prove himself. I feel like he's going to try to fit the ball in the wrong places. I feel like we're going to break their will. And I feel like Dak Prescott is going to take advantage. See, the thing that I think has made our offense evolve is we've had to play against this defense all camp. Yeah, all camp. Full-fledged, all out, to the point where we didn't do a joint practice. For what? We got the best defense in the NFL. Yeah, I feel comfortable saying that. And our quarterback and offense had to go against the best defense in the NFL. All camp. There's not a defense faster than ours with a better pass rush than ours. You can say equivalent, but no. Dak Prescott is not going to be like jarred by the speed of the defense. No, he's used to Micah Parsons coming off the edge, and D-Law, and Fowler, and Sam Williams. He's used to the pass rush. He's used to great linebacker play. He's used to going against Diggs and Gilmore all camp. Yeah, Sauce Gardner's apparently people saying he's the best corner in the league. That's up for debate. He is one of the better corners in the league. And they got another corner, I forgot his name, that's pretty good as well. Their defense ain't no slouch. Now, I'm not implying that. I'm implying that sometimes you play against bad teams all year. The team did that last year. I forgot their name. And then when you play good teams, you're not ready and you get beat. We played against a great defense all camp. And this Sunday, we're not going to be caught off guard by the speed or I don't know what's going on. No. We're prepared. We have similar players on our side of the ball. Now, we don't got a Quentin Williams. We got great DTs. We don't got a Quentin Williams. But you can scheme that. Especially listening to my brothers, Vash Lombardi, Sky, my dog, Jay Tuck. Counter. Just remember counter. They opened my eyes to that. Just saying the way they're lining up, the splits, the defensive splits, really opened my eyes. When you look at a little bit of tape, just look at where they're lining up. It plays in our offensive strengths of what we were doing week 1. Now, they'll make adjustments. We'll make adjustments. That's fine. But all I'm saying is this. Our offense is evolving. One other thing I want to talk about is rub routes, pick plays, things that we didn't do. Our offensive coordinator and our philosophy was line up across from the man across from you and beat a one-on-one. That was it. Or option routes or something like that. The pick plays, like not just pick plays off the line, but just scheming to where you find a way to kind of just get enough of a pick going on to free somebody up. And when you're dealing with talented players, It's almost unfair. I like what we're doing. I do. You got to pay attention to the nuance. You got to see the different things that are evolving, but our offense is evolving. The Cowboys' offense is growing. I feel like this week is going to be we've had a defensive statement. I feel like the offense is going to come to the party this week. I do. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. One more thing. Like I said, do the homework if you can. If you made this far in the video, please go watch that Sounds from the Sideline. Watch it intently. Watch it. Just look at these players know they're good. That's what I want you to know. There's a difference between like confidence, arrogance, but when they marry, yeah, be confidently arrogant because you've put in the work and you know you're good. That was what Kobe was doing. That's how Jordan felt. Yeah, I'm saying those names. I feel like this team has been putting in the work. They got the chips on their shoulder. I feel like they're so confident because they know that their work is going to show dividends. Last week was just a small glimpse of what we're going to be doing this year. It's your boy, Mr. Rome, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Hit that subscribe button. Almost to 21K. Almost. I holla.